What's up, what's up, what's up? We're talking about today the 14,000 hour battle. That's what we're talking about today. You know, as I was taking a shower this morning, I get all these inspirations, you know, when I'm in the shower. It's really amazing. I don't know, all kind of clarity comes to me, man. Maybe it's just the water hitting my head or something like that. But I was sitting there, I was thinking about the 14,000 hour battle. You know, all of us are faced with the 14,000 hour battle. What's going to determine whether or not we become successful in MLM has a lot to do with how we view, how we deal with, how we handle the 14,000 hour battle. A lot of people are asking me or thinking right now, well, what's the 14,000 hour battle? Well, here's your battle. And you got to really grab this, because you went to school, for most of us, grades 1 through 12. And those hours that we went to school equals 14,000 hours. 14,000 hours. Now, if you spend 14,000 hours doing anything, you ought to be great at something. If you spend 14,000 hours, if you train for something for 12 years, you should be incredibly excellent at it. Wouldn't you agree? You should be off the charts, man. But you think about all the time you went to school. What did you really become an expert at, grades 1 through 12? And see, there's this book that's out. I suggest you read it. It's called The Brainy Bunch. Not the Brady, but The Brainy Bunch. And it was a couple that had 10 children. They were high school sweethearts. They had 10 children. And 6 of the 10 graduated college before the age, I think, of 16. It was either 16 or 18, but it wasn't past 18. So 6 of the 10, and the reason the other 4 hadn't done so yet is because they're still young. So think about that. They'd already graduated college. As a matter of fact, one of their daughters is the youngest surgeon in the armed forces in the world. At 22 years old, she was a surgeon. So what happened was these parents made their kids, they homeschooled them. They self-educated them, so homeschool educated them, found out what interests these kids the most. Once they saw what interests these kids the most, they started putting education and training right into the line, in line with what was most interesting to their children. And then they got very specific with them so that they would not waste time. So if you think about it, the average person is dying at the age of 75. If you work all the way until you're 65, that means you only got 10 years, 10 years to enjoy retirement. And think about that. This is ridiculous when you think about it. So if you go, excuse my voice, I've been talking to so many people. I've been doing so many trainings. That's a good thing. I'm maximizing my time. So if you hear me go, every now and then, just hang in there, because this information is worth every now and then, right? Here we go. So check this out. If you're going to die on average, most people at 75, and if you spend grades 1 through 12, so that's 12 years of your life, right? Going to school. Now, when do you start going to school? You start going to school around 6 years old. So that means by the time you get out of grade 12, you're 18 years old. Then, here we go. They tell us to go to college. So now we're at a 14 plus hour battle. As a matter of fact, I got to add a plus sign to the 14,000 hours, because a lot of us went to college for some period of time. Some went to college for what? 4 years, some 6 years, some 8. Like I went for 2.5, and I caught on to that stuff. And I said, oh, watch out. Anyway, more on that in a second. But 14,000 hours, man, plus if you go to college. So let's just say you go to college and you do 4 years of college. So now you're 22 years of age. Now, if you're going to die on average at 75, you've spent almost 1/3 of your life 1/3 almost of your entire life going to school and hardly anybody becoming an expert at anything. And most people that have a college degree, they don't even use their degree in the field they're working in. I've done seminars, we're talking about now, about 18 years. I've trained tens of thousands of people all over the globe. And I ask this question a lot. I'll say, if you have a college degree, please stand up. And you'll see hundreds and hundreds of people stand up. And I'll say, remain standing if you're working in the field that you got your college degree in. And man, you will see almost the entire room sit down. So that's the battle that we got to deal with. And it's as if everybody is acting like that's not true. Or they're acting like that's okay. That's the big one. Most people are acting like that type of behavior, that type of system is okay. Where you got 97% of the population just got their heads just stuck in the ground. They're like cattle led to the slaughter. Sheep led to the slaughter, man. They're just, okay, because mama said it, or because grandma said it, or because uncle or aunt said it, I'm gonna do it. And not even thinking that they only got one life. People act like they get to just do this all over again. So if you mess this up, no, let's just erase and go back and do it over again. You don't get to do it over again. That's what's so amazing about this. And that's why I have to do these trainings. I have to stop and take some time if I care. See, really this comes down to, Jay, do you care? People ask me, why are you pouring this information out? I got to go look in the mirror at myself on a day-to-day basis and say, do you care about other people? Really? I mean, is this all about you, Jay? Are you selfish? I mean, or are you going to talk to some people? And then you know what? If you deal with the masses, how the masses react to this type of information, it can frustrate you. It can disappoint you because most people don't get it. And that's okay because most people are not supposed to get it. That's just the way it is. So if you think about that most people are not going to get it, what about if just a few people get it? Would that have made my time worth it? If I can save 10 lives, 20 lives, 100, maybe 1,000. What if I can save 10,000 lives? And I would be bold enough to say right here that I have literally impacted tens of thousands of people's lives and helped make their lives better, because when I looked in the mirror and I knew this information about these 14,000 hours and this battle that people go through, I knew it. I knew it, that I could not be a real human being with a real caring heart, knowing what I know and not go share this with other people. Now let's go address it. Let's go hit some things head on today. Is this information helping anybody? Y'all go ahead and comment if this information is helping you, by the way. Y'all show me some love if y'all feeling some love here. There's somebody that knows better, that came from nothing. A pig farm, man. I was raised on a hog farm. We were poor. We used to go to the old grocery stores. Go to the grocery stores, I should say, and get the old food that was left over. So all the old milk, all the old cottage cheese, the old yogurt, the eggs, the bread, all those things, me and my granddad, my dad, we would take an old beat up truck, go around, and we would pick up all the old stuff, the old lettuce, the old tomatoes, the old cabbage. And we would pick through that at the end of the day and find out which one of it was not as bad. And we would take that in the house and we would eat it. That's where I came from. So you can't tell me that where I got here by luck, or I got here just by chance. I got here because somebody was looking in the mirror and said, I can't know what I know and not share this information with other people. I'm so thankful for my mentors who had the courage to go ahead and take this information and get it to people like me. That's why I love MLM, multi-level marketing. I'm not afraid of that term. I'm not ashamed of that term, because everybody else tries to, or I should say the majority tries to put a negative connotation on it. I say to hell with that. This is what will set you free. As a matter of fact, when you're talking about the red pill, the blue pill, look in the matrix, which pill have you swallowed? See, that's what we got to think about. People have swallowed the wrong pill. You need an antidote. And the antidote comes through somebody who cares enough and introduces you to the right industry that can break you out of all the madness that's going on. That's what this call is about. This video is about. It's about snapping people out of this mental inertia. You have literally swallowed the wrong pill when you think about, let's break it down. When we think about 14,000 hours training us to literally fail financially. It's impossible to say that that training was set up to have you be successful financially, because not one class was teaching you about balancing a checkbook. None was teaching you about how to manage finances, how to handle a stock account, a brokerage account, how to manage real estate investments, how to handle a balance sheet. What about a profit and loss statement? Huh? What about import, export? How to do business internationally? See, none of these classes were teaching us how to be successful, so you can't come to me and tell me that those 14,000 hours were the bomb, were awesome. And that's what it's about. And so why in the hell do people keep cheering this madness on is beyond me. It's beyond me. I'm telling you, I can't even take it. I gotta get out here and get a little bit more aggressive on this subject, because I keep seeing people cheering kids on, and they're coming and recruiting them, and they're sending them letters, and they're saying, hey, come to our college, come to our university, come to our college, come to our university. And if you pick up the book, Think and Grow Rich, it talks about how our universities, Napoleon Hill specifically talked about how our universities are filled with general knowledge that leads to financial destruction. Y'all come on. Am I giving it to you? Give me some more love, because, man, whoo, I wish I'd have got this a little earlier. I didn't catch it till I was 27, man. But you know what? I wish I'd have caught this. I wish my parents would have known this. Like my son is getting this right now, 18 months old. Do you imagine how he's going to be when he's 18? Woo! Going to be a beast when it comes to financial success. Way ahead of the game. Way ahead. I'll have him graduated college by the time he's 16, period. Yeah, he'll go to college, but it'll be specific stuff. He'll have a degree by the time he's 16. You know why? I'm not going to put up with that 14,000 hour madness. Now, when I know better, and this is what some of you are going to do. Some of you watching this video, you're sitting there and you're talking about, well, I'm working my MLM business so I can save up a little extra money to send my kid to college. Man, I got to talk to you today. Don't get on these videos if you don't want me to talk the truth to you. Why in the world would you want to save up money, take good money, and then send your kid to a university? Huh? Why would you want to send them to a university filled with generalized knowledge? Why would you want to send her there filled with generalized knowledge, knowing that they're probably not going to come out? Now, I'm going to give you some exceptions. If they want to be a doctor, send them there. If they want to be a lawyer, send them there. If they want to be an accountant, send them there. I can't think of very many other professions. Can't think of very many other ones. And all of those professions, none of them lead to residual income. None of them. None of them. So if you want to be free financially, why are they not offering classes on residual income? Almost every single one of us never heard the word residual income in school. 14,000 hours went by. Grades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go to college. Freshman year, sophomore, junior, senior. Oh, no. Let's go get a master's. Oh, no. Let's go get a doctorate. No. We still don't hear those words. Somebody got to talk to me here, man. Because if residual income equals financial success, why are we not hearing those two words in school? Why are we not hearing those two words? And some people even watching this video, even when I'm done, even on the recording, I'm going to send this to people. People are going to watch it, and they're going to fall for the same trick, and this is a whole new level. There's many people, not just some. There's many people that are going to go get student loans. They're going to take out student loans. Let me talk to you, because how I exploded my initial network marketing business is because I used to hit this stuff head on. And I got to go on back to old school again, because day in, day out, my first 4 years, my mentors taught me, you go hit this 14,000 hour deal head on. You go challenge people's thought processes head on. Don't you back off. Don't you be shy. You don't need everybody. You need a few people to get this, to duplicate with a few people. So don't be shy when people look at you crazy. Don't get scared. Don't be fearful. Just sit down and break it down to them. Look at them eye to eye and talk about plan A versus plan B. People will go get a student loan now. A student loan. Now check this out. The student loan debt has now passed the credit card debt. It is now over $1 trillion is the student loan debt. $830 billion is credit card debt. Student loans have passed it up. This is absolutely nonsense. How can I look at myself in the mirror, knowing what I know, and not tell somebody about it? Come on, I'm going to talk to you some more. You ready? I'm going to talk to you a little more. Check this out. If you take out a $40,000 student loan, $40,000, you take that out, and you pay that back. Oh, they say, oh, you got plenty of time, man. This is like a mortgage. They'll give you 25, 30 years to pay it back. They'll give you plenty of time. If you make your minimum payment on a $40,000 student loan for 25 years, you will have paid back $244,000 on average. $244,000. Am I hitting anybody today? Am I waking anybody up? Y'all gotta show me some more love, because I'm waking some people up, man. I know it's a little bit early out here where I'm at. Maybe it's later where you're at, but hey, no matter what time it is, you should be getting a wake-up call right now. So if you want to have a successful multi-level business, you're going to have to do some brain examination today on yourself, and then you're going to have to get bold enough to sit down and have some people deal with this. Y'all should be tagging people left and right on this video. You know it, and I know it, that people are living a lie when it comes to our educational system, and hardly anybody wants to talk about it. It's the big ass elephant sitting over in the room when it comes to success, and parents don't know what to do. Parents don't know what to do. So they go, oh, okay, my kid is now 13. Oh, they're 14. Oh, they're 15. So what should I do? And they say, well, let me do what everybody else do. Let me see. I don't know exactly what to do, because if I would have done it, I'd be doing network marketing, or I'd have my own successful business, or my own successful franchise, or I would be a successful investor, or I would have been a music artist that can get residual income. I'd have been something that could provide me residual income, but 97% of the people are sitting there like, oh, what should I do? What should I do? Well, I gotta get my kid to college. I gotta get my kid to college. Woo! Boy, you talking about everybody sitting around wasting a bunch of time, scared to deal with it. And here's the crazy madness of it all. Y'all ready? You ask people about MLM overall, and they go, eh. People don't even like to say the words multi-level marketing. They don't even like to say the words. Now they're getting to where they don't even want to say network marketing. They're so ashamed of the industry. Silly. Are you silly? If you're ashamed, you should be ashamed of the university educational system, the grades 1 through 12 system. Now I got some teachers going to watch this. So let me talk to you teachers. Let me talk to some of you that have been teachers, that are teachers, are going to get forward to this video. So I want you to hear me clearly, because I believe you, if you are a teacher, you got to listen to me now. I believe you are one of the most overworked, underpaid people on the earth. I believe that you have been given the wrong curriculum to teach people with. And you're working your butt off. And you're trying to deal with these kids. And you're trying to get your message. And you're trying to care. But the problem is, you've got the wrong curriculum. So I'm now, after I'm giving you some love, teachers. Am I giving these teachers some love? If you're a teacher, am I giving you love? I'm giving you some love. I'm giving you some respect. I'm telling you, you're overworked. You're underpaid. But you got the wrong curriculum. So now that I've shown you some love, can you show me some courage? Can you show me some courage and step out from that and help me? I'm going to be putting together an educational system. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. Over the next few years, you will see me put together, and I'm going to work with some teachers. I'm going to do my damnness just to figure out how to get some certified teaching to give students a real chance. But the crazy part is, people think they need school. People think they need school. Well, if you needed school so bad, come on, talk to me. Why did Henry Ford, J. Paul Getty, Wilbur Wright, Alexander Graham Bell, Thomas people, why did they all, none of them had passed a 6th grade education? Go look at the book Think and Grow Rich, and you will see that all those multi-millionaires and billionaires, none of them in that book had passed a 6th grade education. Andrew Carnegie came to the United States of America, with a 3rd grade education from Scotland. And he became the first documented billionaire. Now, I'm not making this up. I'm telling you the truth. That Andrew Carnegie, you ever heard of the Steel Corporation? Is mass. I'm telling you, this man made billions of dollars, became the first documented billionaire, looked around and said, what is going on with everybody? That's what inspired the book, The Laws of Success, which equaled, coming on down the watered down version, Think and Grow Rich. He had the courage to step out and go, man, if I got this, what is everybody else doing? Why don't they have it? Are y'all getting this? Because you think you need education. See, I thought too, you need a college degree. One of my most proudest achievements ever is I didn't graduate college. I woke up. I said, this is crazy. When I had my economics teacher who left a paper in the car in my sophomore year of college, and we went out to his car and he had an old beat up Volkswagen, and he handed me the paper, and it clicked to me right there. If I listen to him, I'm going to get what he's got. Now, if you want an old beat up Volkswagen, that's completely up to you. But me, I had higher aspirations for my transportation needs. I wanted a better car than an old beat up Volkswagen for me personally. And I knew that whoever I listened to is going to equal what I end up getting. I picked that up early. So that's why MLM is so awesome, and you should never be ashamed. That's why I got a website, jnolandmlm.com. I put it right there beside my name. jnolandmlm.com is generic multi-level marketing training. I'm about to pile that site up with the most powerhouse network marketing information in the industry, because I'm not going to try to tickle people's ears. It's going to be raw, straight to the point, help people get from point A to point B. What's point A? Start. What's point B? Let's get you paid. Let's get you free. Let's get your finances turned around. Let's get you residual income coming in. Let's get it where you can go on vacations and not have to worry about coming back to work, but still make money. That's how I live. How you living? See? And that's because I'm not ashamed of MLM. Not a bit, man. Not even in the slightest. Man, if I could, I'd stand on top of the roof and scream, multi-level marketing, baby! Woo! You know why? It took a small town country boy who was poor and taught him how to do billions of dollars in business without a college degree. And in school, I knew it. I never really applied myself. I'm going to tell you, I got a confession to make. I did just enough to pass. That's all I wanted to do. I could have got straight A's if I would have focused. But man, I did just enough to pass. For some reason, something in my head early on told me, you're not going to use this. When they showed me the square root, excuse me, when they showed me the square root of pi, and I said, how in the hell am I going to use this? When they talked to me about that Columbus discovered America, and I said, how could he discover America when somebody shook his hand when he got here? I said, if they'll lie to me about that, they'll lie to me about everything. I was picking this up, man, early on. Told y'all my voice is all over the place, but it's worth it, right? It's worth it. Just so y'all get this information. Show me some more love. Y'all give my throat some love. Give my throat some love. Come on. Give me some love. Give my voice. Because I've been teaching and talking to people all over the place. Waking them up. There we go. I'm getting some love. Wow. What a message, huh? So you know us. This is a 14,000-hour battle. And a 14,000-hour battle warrior just stepped up on the video today. And I'm going to war against ignorance, against lack of knowledge. I'm going to war against it. I need some other people to step up with me. Duplicate this. If you're in a network marketing company, go build that thing. Get focused on that thing. Drive that thing. Don't be ashamed. Look at people. Challenge them. If somebody says multi-level marketing, you go, well, hold on here. Don't be disrespectful. Sit down with them. Show them plan A versus plan B. Show them, well, plan A is you go to school, grades 1 through 12, 14,000 hours, right? So, yeah, okay. Now they tell us to go to college, right? They say, okay, great. After you go to college, they tell you to plug into the top or the bottom of a company. They say, oh, plug into the bottom. As an employee or as an owner? Oh, as an employee. As an employee or as a president? Oh, as an employee, right? Okay, so you start as an employee and you start working your way up the corporate ladder. Now, do you know anybody that started at the bottom, that got all the way to the top and then retired early and had ownership in the company? Do you know anybody personally? Well, they might say maybe one, maybe. Say now, okay, how many years they tell you to go do that? When you go work as an employee, this is plan A, how many years do they tell you to go up that corporate ladder? Oh, at least 40 years. Now, at the end of 40 years, are you rich? For most people, no. So what is it that you get when you retire? A pension. So 40 years, you get, and a pension is 40% of your income. You got it? 40% of your income. And then they give you Social Security. Now, do you know anybody that lives on a pension and Social Security that's living a financially free, wealthy lifestyle? Shouldn't you at least be able to go down and buy yourself a Mercedes-Benz cash? A Mercedes-Benz or a BMW? Right? Or a Lexus, something. Go buy you a nice, or even a Ferrari, man. For 40 years, shouldn't you be able to go down and take cash and just get you a Ferrari? If you gave somebody 40 years? So 14,000 hours is 12. Imagine how many hours is 40. Think about that. So you can't do that. So that's plan A. Now, you got to look at that because that's the plan that most people are walking through and living and working on. Plan B, on the other hand, is where you get involved in a company, in a multi-level marketing company, a network marketing company, and you start at the top. When you sign as a distributor, you're at the top of your own company now. So there's a company that you're in, and now you get to have a company within the company. And you own that. So that ID number that you're given, you own that ID number. Follow the company's policies and procedures. And the bottom line is you can will that ID number. You can sell that ID number. That is yours, your generations to come. You own that. You have equity that you can build in that. And you can't do it in plan A. Go back over to plan A. How much equity do you build in the company that you were building during those 40 years? Oh, 0. Okay. So plan B is you're building equity. Now, they tell you to do it for 40 years, but over here, what if it took you 3 to 5 years to be financially free? 3 to 5 focused years, by the way. I got to say 3 to 5 focused years. Because most people are not focused because they don't understand they got 14,000 hours of training you and training them to literally be average and do dumb stuff and do things that are fatal to financial success. All that is programming to keep you average and below average and dependent upon the system. That's what that's all about. That's why that 14,000 hours is working so well for the governmental systems, is because simply people won't snap out of it, and they know it. If they can just train you and dumb you down, unless somebody like me comes along and wakes you up, you're done, man. You're done. So plan A versus plan B is what I'll be talking about all the time if I were you. I'd be challenging people's thought processes. I'd be going to battle. I'd be going to war against them 14,000 hours, man. Just like I did today. If this helped you out, spread this with at least 10 other people. Say, look, tell me what you think. Give me some feedback. Does this make any sense? I know this guy's pretty intense. I know he's pretty passionate about what he's talking about, but the words that he's saying, does it make sense? See, utilize this video, man, to go challenge people's thought processes. Let me talk to them. Because ain't nobody going to financially intimidate me. People can tell me I'm crazy all day long. I'll say, yeah, I'm crazy financially free. I was crazy enough to get financially free and have success and not have to work anymore. That's up to you if you want to do that. So I love you. And if you're watching this video and I've challenged your thought processes and it's really woke you up and it's really tapped on your toes, and maybe you're going to college, you got a kid in college and you're throwing money at it and you're going, damn, this dude just challenged me all up in my grill. Take a deep breath. Take another one. It's okay. Now, you just got to deal with it. You just got to make a decision. You got one life. Don't spend much more hours or many more hours wasting it. Spend the 14,000 battle. 14,000 hour battle call. 14,000 hour battle video. Did it hit you? Show me some love. Send it out to some other folks. Show them some love. Let's wake some people up. I love y'all big time. Till the next time. Bye-bye.